What's going on, YouTube? Now, before we get into the topic of this video, I just gotta say up front, if I sound a little bit different in this video, or if I sound a little bit off or, laid back or whatever, it's because I'm still recovering from a cold. I practically never get sick. This is my first time being sick in a long time, especially being this sick, and it freaking sucks. I've been pretty much a baby the last several days. I haven't been in the mood to make any videos. I'm still sick today, but today is the first day since being sick that I feel like, I can tough it out and make a video for you guys. And I feel like I had to get on here and talk about this topic in particular because, it's Andi Mack related. And unfortunately, it's about the worst news that you can possibly think of. This is not what I wanted to read, when it comes to one of my favorite shows on Disney Channel. But, this is why we can't have nice things, people. We finally get a really, 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 really good show on Disney. The best show on Disney in a really long time. And what happens? One of the actors ends up being a freaking child rapist. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself, people. One of the actors, the actor that plays Andi Mack's dad on Andi Mack, has been arrested recently for apparently trying to have sex with a 13-year-old. Now, what makes this, even more disturbing for me personally is the obvious. He works around 13-year-old, or worked, I should say. He's fired now, obviously, but he worked around 13-year-olds and 14-year-old, kids. He worked around these people. So, the first thing that came to my mind is, oh man, I hope we don't hear other news that comes out later, like, like he tried something on set one day with somebody or something, or, I hope he didn't hurt anybody that he was around. Not just on Andi Mack, but anything else that I don't know what else he's done in his acting career or whatever. But that was the first thing that came to my mind. And it's just really unfortunate. I was gonna say, you think you know a guy, but I don't know anything about this guy to be. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know anything about him really. I mean, the first time I even heard about him is when he got on Andi Mack or whatever. But still, though, that's not even the main thing that I want to talk to you guys about today, because after I heard about this news, one of the first things I did was I went on his Instagram account, because I think I'm pretty sure I'm not alone when you hear some news about something that happens to some celebrity or something. You tend to go on their social media accounts just to kind of see if you can find anything that leading up to what happened. Anything interesting or telling or whatever. And I have to say, people, I came across a few pretty disturbing posts that you might not find disturbing if you didn't know what you know now. If you didn't already know what you know now about this guy, you probably would almost certainly look at these posts as innocent posts. That you wouldn't really think much of it, really, but looking at it now and knowing what you know now, some of these posts that I'm going to show you guys today, they're going to make your skin crawl. They're going to make you feel disgusted. Okay, so just bear with me here, people, because I'm going to show you guys some things that I came across on this guy's Instagram that is very, very creepy. Now that we know what we know now about this guy. And we're going to start with the first one, with him standing next to the actress that plays Amber on Andi Mack. If you just look at the picture, it looks innocent enough. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here, right? Well, let's read the caption, shall we? I'm so lucky to be around such talented people. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. These kids, in quotes, really are wonderful. I only wish I had some scenes with them. Oh, I just bet you do. but I get to watch them knock it down or knock it out of the park every time they step in front of the camera. Now, this is the one post that if I had saw it before I know what I know now, I would have still kind of raised my eyebrow. Like, why did he put kids in quotes? That seems like kind of like out of place. Like he's kind of basically implying like, yeah, you know, they're not really kids, you know, like, I mean, I know people call them kids, but they're not really kids to me, you know what I mean? I mean, they might, you know, be 13, but they're practically 27, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it comes off. Like, even if I didn't know what I know now, and let me stop yelling because my throat still hurts. Oh, God, I hate being sick. Even if I didn't know what I know now, I would have still kind of rose my eyebrow reading that, like, well, that's kind of weird. Why do you put kids in quotes? That's very weird to me. Like, I'm sure I would have just, you know, I'm not gonna say that even if I saw this beforehand, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say that I would have just pointed my finger to the screen and yelled rapist. You know, I wouldn't have done that. But I definitely would have looked at this a little sideways and said, that's kind of weird, and kept scrolling and went on about my day. But now that I know what I know now, oh, I can see why you put kids in quotes. Try not to curse in this video. But anyways, now let's look at the next post that I found kind of disturbing, knowing what I know now. This one, oh man, look at the way he looks in this. Like, again, this is another post that even if I didn't know what I know now, I would have thought that he looks at best pretty creepy and weird looking in this photo. And now that I know what I know now, it's just even more creepy. It just makes my skin crawl. It makes me feel dirty. But he's holding the actor that plays Cyrus in this photo. And he says the caption, "I look crazy." Yeah, you do look. You are crazy. You don't just look crazy. Goofing around on set. This was a few days after he stabbed himself. He just needed a little TLC. Ugh. Yeah, I think I know what kind of TLC you're talking about, buddy. You know, again, you look at these posts now, in hindsight, it's like you can just see the signs pointing to this guy being what he is. You can see it. You can see it clear as day, like the signs were there. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say that we should have saw this coming or anything. I'm just saying, in hindsight, you look back at some of these posts and you can just see that the signs were there. And this picture just, this one might bug me the most. I just like this. Just, you know, like, get away from Cyrus. You know, it's just like, God, it's hurting my throat again. Stop yelling. Oh, God. Whew. All right. Let me calm down, people. I can't be yelling like this right now. But this really does, you know, it disturbs me. You know, he just looks like a creep in this photo. You know, again, if I didn't know what I knew now, I would probably just kind of laugh at it, like, you know. But I would still think he looked like a creep, even if I didn't know what I knew now. Look at his face. Oh, anyways, needs a little TLC. Get out of here, dude. All right, so okay, there's one more picture that I want to show you guys that I found really disturbing that I came across on his Instagram. That kind of hints to this guy being what he is, and it's kind of like no shocker when you look at some of these posts. Now this one, he's posting a picture with the actor that plays TJ on Andi Mack, and the caption says "just saying." Okay, nothing bad there. But then when you read the hashtags, Andi Mack, okay, Disney, sexy men, heartthrob. What? Like, wait. This is another one that I probably would have rose my eyebrow if I had saw it, because I wasn't following him before, so I didn't see any of these. But sexy men? And if you look through the comment section, which I did, he pretty much implies he wasn't talking about himself, because I think somebody said something and then he called himself chopped liver or something like that, basically implying that he thinks that he's ugly. And obviously men is more than one person, and there's only two people in this photo. So he's calling the actor that plays TJ, Luke, he's calling him sexy. You know, I do feel like some of these that we probably should have questioned it a little bit. Again, I'm not blaming anybody for not saying this coming. I mean, you never really see you never really see this coming when it comes to these pedos. You know, I mean, there are some times when they make it obvious that they're, you know, they have issues, but for the most part, you don't expect something like this to happen. How can you? You know? But now this one is just, it's sick. It's sick. You know? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and guys, I can't talk when I'm sick, people. But it's unfortunate that this has happened. I don't know any more details about the story. I don't know when we're gonna get more details about the story. Hopefully, this guy, you know, I mean, I'm hoping maybe somehow that they got it wrong, and I highly doubt it. But I know it's innocent until proven guilty. I don't know any details about it, but I'm hoping that they somehow got this horribly mistaken, but I feel like the chances of that is probably low. And hopefully, if this is true, that this guy gets locked up for a really long time, yeah, people, I hate to be the one to, or I know a lot of people are talking about this, but I hate to have to make this video, but I feel like, for those of you that don't know, you should know, because his character, if you don't see his character on Andi Mack, which you won't, for at least the last few episodes, this is why. And now we have to ask ourselves, are they going to replace his character on the show? Are they going to kill off his character? I feel like, this could be a good opportunity to possibly come up with a storyline where, we can kill off his character in some type of way. But I'm not really sure which option would be the best. I'm not really. I personally, I've always been one to hate when shows replace a character with someone else, because it's always so hard for me to get reinvested in that character, because it's hard for me to kind of just like pretend that this character is not clearly a whole brand new actress or actor. But in his case, I feel like they probably could do that. It's not like I loved his character anyway. I don't feel like his character, I mean, he was important because he was Andy's dad or whatever, but he was never one of my favorite or anything, so I feel like they could replace him, and I would probably be okay with that. But we'll see what happens, people. They have to do something. But let me know what you guys think they should do about it, and hopefully, I know the show now, because of this pig right here, this show has a lot of bad publicity, not talk today. So I don't know if this is gonna have any effect on if Disney wants to renew Andi Mack for another season or not. I have no idea. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I know it can't be, obviously this isn't good for the show. This is terrible news. Now when everybody whenever anybody new hears Andi Mack, they're gonna think about this freaking pig. So it's all bad. I hope the cast, everybody in the cast is doing okay. I hope nobody is, nobody got, directly affected by this, and I hope we don't hear any more news about anything that he might have done on set or something that But anyways, people, I'm already talking too much. I'm sick. I'm starting to feel like bad right now. Yeah, people, let me know what you guys think about this or whatnot. And again, sorry if I sound different in this video, or if this video sounded a little bit, or if this video was a little bit more different than usual. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold. But yeah, this is unfortunate news, people. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. But I'm done talking. Until next time.